been arrested and booked into the Ascension Parish Jail on his third count of alleged sexual crimes. Real name Michael Tyler, and he's been accused of rape twice in the past 2 decades. According to arrest records, the 52-year-old, better known by his stage name Mystikal, was arrested Sunday and booked on several charges, including false imprisonment and first-degree rape. No bond has yet been posted for the rapper following his arrest, and we are working to get the very latest details.
Hi, you guys. So Mystikal, whose real name is Michael Taylor, was charged with first-degree R-word yesterday. Simple robbery, domestic abuse, false imprisonment, and simple crime damage to property. So I don't know his relationship to this victim. And at this point, it's all allegedly because they're still investigating her claim. She wasn't at the hospital when the police was called. So she at least went to the hospital and she took the necessary steps to have him charged. And we're not going to act like we can't believe this because he's already served 6 years for R-wording another woman a few years ago. And then there was another claim out here that was just dropped last year around this time. So I don't know what's going on with him and why he's not getting the help that he needs, and why the people around him are not telling him to get the help that he needs. It's always that part as well. But yeah, these charges are out here. We have to wait and see where they go. And his lawyers are saying they have no comment at this time. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what the courts decide after the investigation. But let me know what you guys think about that. And so the next story that I want to move into is Mase interview with $1 million worth of game. He actually spoke with them, and I'm going to play a little bit of that, and then I'm going to come back.
He came up here and said was very reckless.
Oh, did you give him 5,000 though?
No, I gave him 750,000.
You never gave me 5,000.
At one time, I gave him 5,000, but I gave him 750,000.
Well, why you give me 5,000?
Because I set him up to do a deal to where I could control the deal, make the deal what it should be. Because I knew if he had the leverage, he would go in there and sell both of us out. So he wasn't able to do that because of the way I structured the deal. But then when we went in the building, I took 800, he took 700,000. Now, the reason why it went down to 700,000 is because when I gave him 750 and I took 750, he owed me 50,000. So
why he owed you 50,000?
For all the money that I was spending until he got the deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys. So Mase sat down with $1 million worth of game after Fivio Foreign, is that how you pronounce it? Interviewed with them and said that Mase only gave him $5,000, right, when he signed him. So Mase is explaining what happened and why he handled the contract and the signing the way he handled it. And I know a lot of people on Twitter were saying, well, that's hypocritical for him to only give him $5,000 and then say all this stuff about Puffy when you're doing the same thing that Puffy was doing to artists at Bad Boy. But it do not sound like the same thing. And then now the blogs are reporting that the friend, Fabio's friend, is saying that it wasn't so much that the money that he gave him. Now they're saying he didn't promote him. He wasn't promoting his projects or promoting him as an artist, which is a very different conversation. If you're saying somebody just gave you $5,000, then people are kind of taking you at your word about that. But it sounds like Mase gave him more than $5,000. As far as promotions, it's very controlled. The industry is very controlled today. So maybe he could not get him the type of publicity or the type of coverage that he may have thought he was supposed to get. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all this, because hip-hop is very different today, so I don't really know what he expects from someone who's signing him. Or Mase has certain connections, and maybe he don't have certain connections because Puffy is more of an influence in the industry, and I was just talking about that. And so even if he tried to reach out to people, some people probably don't want to rock the boat, and they're going to side with the person with the bigger bag, right? And so, or they feel with more power over whatever it is that they're doing. And so they will probably side with Puffy in a situation like that and not help Mase promote his artist. Like I said, hip hop is not what it used to be. It's not coming from a genuine place. Like, all of this stuff is controlled. It's controlled and it's pushed, and people are pushing who they want to push. And everyone else is just, if you get out here, you get out here probably on your own anyway. Record deal or no record deal. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
How much you put into me, bro? How much did you invest?
It don't matter how much I'm
You're not gonna give me no
paying you,
answer, bro.
how
You're
much you
not
know.
gonna give me no
I'm
answer. You
asking.
smart.
Let's see it, Wendy. Let's see it. What you?
Ring.
Ooh, it's so beautiful. What you got to say for the camera?
He's out buying, getting stuff. I'm waiting for him to come back.
So people are saying that they find Wendy Williams' behavior odd because she started saying, I'm assuming she's talking about her son or someone, maybe the assistant is a man, I don't know. But she probably did not hear the question, right? She was so busy wanting to tell a story about her ring, she probably didn't really hear or understand the question that the guy was asking her. And instead of the person just repeating what he said, they kind of just put it out here that means something's wrong with her. And, she is an older woman. She's not 25 anymore. So it is possible that maybe she's not hearing everything the way people feel or think that she should hear it. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think about that whole situation. Like, this is what people were talking about as far as putting that protection around her, where she's not sitting in a Uber or a chauffeur-driven car. I couldn't tell. I see a driver sitting in front, but instead of her sitting in the car alone, she probably should have been there with someone to handle the media, because people are going to keep trying to put this narrative out there that she can't handle herself. And so I do feel hopefully someone will put somebody there with her to keep an eye on her, or to keep an eye on the media, probably more than you need to keep an eye on her. That's what I think. Her brother was saying as well, I was watching some of his video. I didn't watch the entire thing, but he was saying that it's kind of hard for them to get to Wendy for whatever reason. I don't know what that means, like why he can't just call her on the phone or just show up at her door, right? I don't know. But he's saying it's been hard for the family to kind of get in contact with her. And at one point, she wasn't really communicating with her son either. I guess she was in Miami and now she's back in New York. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Some people are saying the podcast is not going to happen. Some people are saying it is. What do you guys think is going on with Wendy? Do you think people are exploiting her by even wanting to put that out there? Like I said, the person should have tried to re-ask the question, because maybe she did not hear them. She is close to 60. And so it could be a hearing issue and they were outside. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on with Wendy and the rest of the stories. And I'll see you guys in the next video.